Welcome to Concept Go.
Where learning is fun.
Hello and welcome to this video on the understanding history, questions and answers. So this is the second part of the video on understanding history. The link to the other video is right here at the top right of your screen. Please go to that video if you want to read more about the chapter. So let's dive into the questions and answers. Let's start with some basic fill in the blanks questions. First question is, the dash is an epic. Your options are A. Puranas, B. Ramayana, and C. Jataka tales. Right, the correct answer is B. Ramayana. Moving on to the second question. Dash is an autobiography. Your options are A. Babarnama, B. Gitanjali, and C. Akbarnama. The right answer is A. Babarnama. That is an example of an autobiography. Next question. The study of coins is called A. Numismatics, B. Philately, and C. Cartography. The right answer is A. Numismatics. Fourth question. The dash is a monument. A. Red Fort, B. Mahabharata, C. Akbarnama. The answer is A. Red Fort. You got that right. Continuing with the fill in the blanks questions. The study of inscriptions is called numismatics, epigraphy, or cartography. The right answer is B. Epigraphy. Next question. Akbarnama is written by his court poet A. Abul Fazl, B. Raja Birbal, C. Todarmal. The right answer is A. Abul Fazl. Now, let's move on to some true and false questions. First question. In history, we learn only about great people. The answer is false. We learn about many other things. We learn about people, their cultures, the way they lived, they worked, and many other things in history, not only about great people. Any event that happened yesterday is a part of history. True or false? The answer is true. It is a part of history. Next question. We do not have many sources to know about the medieval period. The answer is false. We do have a lot of sources about the medieval period. Coins provide important information about the past. True or false? The right answer is true. Yes, coins provide important information about the past. All right, let's do some matching. So here are your options on the left, and we have to match them with the options on the right. So let's start with the first one. Autobiography. It is a story of a person's life written by that person. So one will match with C on the right. A historian. Who is an historian? A historian is a person who examines the sources of history. So 2 will match with D. Monument. What's a monument? A monument is an archaeological source to study history. So 3 will match with E. Now, archaeology, option 4, is the study of ancient remains. So 4 will match with A. And inscription are engraved messages. So 5 will match with B. Now let's look at some short answer type questions. What is history? History is the study of the past. It is also an account of events that have happened in the past. The word history has been derived from the Greek word historia, which means knowledge from inquiry. Anything that tells us about the past in a chronological order is called history. Next question. What are the two sources of history? We can broadly divide the sources of history into two types: archaeological sources and literary sources. What are monuments? Ancient buildings such as palaces, forts, temples, and pillars built by humans are called monuments. They give us information about the society and the people of the past. Next question. Name the periods of history. We can divide history into ancient, medieval, and modern periods based on the time. Great. Now let's look at some long answer type questions. What are the sources? Why are the sources of history important? The sources of history are important because it will help us learn about the past. Some of the sources give us a very clear picture of the past, while some give us only clues. What are the oral sources of history? In the ancient times, people did not know any language. They drew pictures of what they saw around them. As they learned to communicate and share ideas through science, language developed. Information was passed by word of mouth. These are referred to as oral sources of information. Few examples are folklore, stories, songs, and poems. Name two foreigners who visited India. What can we learn from the accounts written by them? Huan San and Megasthenes were foreigners who visited ancient India. Their accounts left very interesting descriptions of their experiences in India. These accounts tell us not only about the rulers, but also about the lifestyle of the common. Now let's think and answer. State whether the following historical events are a part of the ancient period. Now, ancient period is 300 BC to 500 AD. The medieval period is 500 AD to 1500 AD, or the modern period, which is 1500 AD onwards. First option, 1372 AD, the structure of the Leaning Tower of Pisa was completed. The answer is, it is medieval period. Next one, 380 AD, death of the ideal king Samudragupta. It is ancient period because it is between 300 BC to 500 AD. 600 BC, two schools of Ayurveda were founded in India. The answer is ancient period because it is part of 300 BC to 500 AD. 1690, Job Charnock founded Calcutta. Yep, it is modern period. 1690 AD, it is modern period. 1492 AD, Columbus sails to the Americas. This is also an example of medieval period. 1800 BCE, invasions of Aryans from northern India. It is definitely an example of ancient period. Let's do a few more. 1974, India exploded an atomic bomb. It is an example of modern period. One final one. 618 AD, the Tang dynasty begins in China. It is medieval period. Now let's talk about some of the important acronyms. But before that, let's do some picture study. So what does this picture tell us? This picture tells us about the ruler of the land. Who do you think has issued this coin? Emperor Napoleon III has issued this coin. Now let's talk about the acronyms. BC is before Christ, before the year of our Lord. BCE is the before Common Era, same time period as BC. AD refers to Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. CE is Common Era, same time period as AD. And circa, when when you see the word circa next to a year, it is an approximation. It is approximately used when the exact year is not known.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.
Press the bell icon for our latest videos.